The top 10 conspiracy theories that will blow your mind. We all have those moments when our brain decided to be curious and thought of something that couldn't be possible, but at the same time just makes sense. The moment you say, "But what if?" is the start of you theorizing possibilities of a situation. We have words for them: conspiracy theories. Hey guys, this is Crystal Entertainment. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you want to keep track on the newly released episodes, click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Today's episode is quite brain stimulating, as we're going to dive deep into 10 conspiracy theories that will definitely blow your mind. Alright, without further ado, let's go. Number 10. What if the moon landing is all just a hoax? Did you know that it took about 400,000 NASA employees and contractors to put Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin on the moon in 1969? But only took one man to spread the idea that it was all a hoax? His name was Bill Kaysing. Kaysing started with a hunch and intuition before turning it into a true conviction, spreading counter-explanation about how the US lacked the technical prowess to make it to the moon. And as we are living in the information age, it's quite easy for this theory to spread and influence the beliefs of the young and the old.
The fact that the landing was actually done in a television studio.
And it was just a big black background with fake stars and stuff.
It's the flag being planted on the moon facing one way and the shadow of the man being the other way.
I mean, I've heard that maybe the terrain that was seen on the video wasn't accurate, the walking wasn't accurate.
There are no stars in some of the photographs, and that there should be because there was no atmosphere and that the stars would shine so brightly.
Those photographs can be demonstrated not to have been taken on the lunar surface. Now, if they were not taken on the lunar surface, there's only one other place they could have been taken, and that's on Earth.
Number 9. What if Avril Lavigne is dead and a double took her place? We all know Avril Lavigne. She's quite famous in the music industry and gained a fan base with her pop style and punk fashion sense. The theory is all about how Lavigne committed suicide in 2003 and hired an actress named Melissa Mandela to take her place. How Melissa got mixed into the theory? It's still unclear, and after the alleged transition, some say her lyrics hint at her death. The song My Happy Ending, which contains these lyrics that some so-called theorists believe relate to the details of her suicide. Don't leave me hanging in a city so dead. Help up so high on such a breakable thread. Fans went loco over some few pictures that expose how Avril Lavigne now is not who we thought she was.
In the 3 whole minutes that I've been here, I've gathered that the Avril Ramona Lavigne we all know and love, the same Avril Lavigne that would go on to marry Chad Kroeger to form the most powerful musical couple in the galaxy, actually died in 2003. She was replaced with a body double to keep the hit machine rolling, and no one batted an eye. Hit him with the photo montage, Chuck. New and evolving birthmarks, variations in acne and other facial blemishes, and most telling, differences in her complete facial structure. Avril's gone, Jinx. She's long gone.
Number 8. New World Order? Illuminati? Theories about how the New World Order operates run from relatively straightforward ideas to the outright bizarre. I'm sure you've heard of it, but let me just refresh your mind for a bit. Basically, the New World Order theory states that there's a group of international elites that controls governments, industry, and media organizations with the goal of establishing global hegemony. Some organizations were believed to be a part of it, such as the Federal Reserve System, the United Nations, the World Bank, and many more. Conspiracy theorists obsessively analyze public events for evidence of Illuminati influence. The symbols most associated with the Illuminati include triangles, pentagrams, goats, the all-seeing eye, such as the one that appears on US banknotes, and the number 666. What about the Illuminatis? Beyoncé and Jay-Z are frequently depicted as lords of the New World Order. Beyoncé's immense fame and popularity have long made her a favorite target for conspiracy theorists. Even her dance choreography on her halftime performance at the 2013 Super Bowl was being labeled as an example of her devil worshipping.
And I believe this to directly relate to the plastic water bottle conspiracy of '73. The question still remains, Is the Illuminati real? I've laid out the facts for you, America. It's time to spread the truth. Wake up, America. Don't be a sheep.
These guys are absolutely ridiculous.
So dumb.
I can't believe people believe in this stuff. Like, seriously? They'll find any reason to say it's Illuminati.
Oh, Miley Cyrus has an eyeball tattoo. Illuminati confirmed.
Doritos are triangle-shaped. Illuminati confirmed.
The three of us are still awake, but Erica's still sleeping. Illuminati confirmed.
You don't really get what we're doing, huh, Sean?
No.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Wait, who's Erica?
Oh, it's just our other roommate. Don't even worry about it. She's sleeping.
Oh. Well, dude, don't worry about it, Sean. It's okay. I mean, Illuminati is the biggest waste of time. Just because a bunch of celebrities like Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Beyonce all hold up the same, like, hand symbol, triangle sign.
What did you just say?
What?
Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Beyonce?
Yeah? What about them?
Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Beyonce?
Number 7, fluoride not for teeth, but to control the population? There are many conspiracies that the fluoride in the water we drink can lead to depression, weight gain, and cancer. Wait, what?
Guys, how do my teeth look? Pretty good? Okay, great. Fluoride in the water might be helping that, but it might also be doing other things.
Fluoride helps make human teeth stronger, but some people believe that the government is putting fluoride in drinking water for another reason: to control the population.
The Telegraph points out a epidemiological study that was done there. They say fluoride in drinking water may trigger depression and weight gain.
In 1954, chemist Charles Eliot Perkins declared that anyone who drinks fluoridated water for over a year will never be the same again, either physically or mentally.
An excess of fluoride causes fluorosis, which is the eating away of the enamel on your teeth. This is indicative of what it's doing to your body on a larger scale.
During World War II, the Nazis allegedly used fluoridated water to force people in concentration camps into calm submission, or even to sterilize humans. While it's been argued that the Nazi claim is an urban myth, it's also been alleged that water fluoridation was part of a plot to enforce communism in America in the 1950s and 60s.
Countries and states are going to continue being on board with fluoridation until someone finds damning evidence that they shouldn't be, which in 70 years, no one has yet found.
Number 6, Disney movie Rapunzel, a prediction of COVID. Don't throw hands yet. As ridiculous as it sounds, some scenes in the animated movie Rapunzel do look familiar in terms of ours and her circumstances.
Disney may have a magic crystal ball. 10 years ago, they predicted the current state in Our World Entangled. The eerie connection has spread across social media as fans revisit classic Disney films. Entangled, Rapunzel is locked up and isolated in a castle by Mother Gothel. Rapunzel is not allowed to leave the castle at all. Sound familiar? Many have likened this to the self-isolated quarantine in place across countries around the world. But that's just a coincidence, we hear you think? Well, it gets weirder. The castle is based in the kingdom island of Corona. However, after Rapunzel has been in isolation, her world gets a lot brighter, as Flynn Rider rocks up to help her in the next stage of her life. Rider could represent the relief that we could all experience once quarantine has been lifted. It's spooky how similar the film is to life right now.
Number 5, Lindsay Lohan has a dead twin sister? We love Lindsay's movie The Parent Trap. However, there's actually a dark conspiracy theory that sprouted out of that feel-good movie. Lindsay Lohan had supposedly played both Annie and Hallie. However, some experts are saying that Lindsay Lohan had a sister named Kelsey who actually played the part, but died before the release of the movie. Probably because they didn't want anyone to know a dead girl was in the movie, so they just said that Lindsay played both parts.
Those who believe this nonsense say that when 1998 twin adventure Parent Trap was finished filming, Lohan's sister Kelsey died in a mysterious car crash. Not wanting to promote a film starring a dead girl, Disney hid the tragedy from the public by saying it was Lindsay who played both parts. Proof for the conspiracy, according to supporters of it, comes from the fact that in her later years, Lindsay became a noted drug addict and went a little off the rails, all of which was due to the trauma of having a dead twin sister.
Number 4, Minions' disturbing origin. Words have been spread around for years about the origin behind the cute Minion characters in the movie Despicable Me. Apparently, the little yellow creatures were inspired by Jewish children tortured by the Nazis during World War II.
Who doesn't love Minions? The little yellow creatures have provided laughs through 4 different movies, including their own origin story in Minions. Talk about great plots and writing. While that movie attempted to showcase where the little creatures came from, the rumored theory is actually far more shocking and crazy to think about. After the release of the first Despicable Me film, which was really great, stories began spreading that the little creatures were actually created by Nazis. During the Nazi invasion, thousands and thousands of children were kidnapped. Several of them had medical experiments done to them, resulting in their death. Rumors grew that the surviving children of these experiments formed into the minions that we see on screen today. This helps explain their odd speech patterns, the lack of 2 eyeballs in some, and their odd childlike shape that never grows into a full-sized human body. Thinking about this kind of takes some of the humor away when you consider their possible dark history. Along with these stories, a picture began circulating of children dressed in helmets that looked oddly familiar to the minion head and goggle design. That picture was later debunked as an early submarine and scuba diving test image, but it hasn't stopped fans from digging further into the theory.
Number 3. Mandela Effect. Have you ever experienced an unusual phenomenon where you remember something different from what the large group of people remembers? This is what the Mandela Effect is all about. Conspiracy theorists believe it as proof of an alternate universe, while many doctors use it as an illustration of how imperfect memory can be sometimes. But what are the odds?
What if I told you that Pikachu never looked like this, but has always looked like this? Or that Freddie Mercury never sang "We're the Champions of the World" and only sang "We're the Champions" at the end of his famous Queen hit? Or that Curious George never had a tail? If any of these shocked you, you might be experiencing something known as the Mandela Effect.
Number 2. Taylor Swift is actually the daughter of a satanic leader? There's a saying that everyone has at least 7 people who look like them all around the world. But hear me out. Taylor Swift and Zena Levy may basically be the same person. They don't look the same. They are literally the same. Zena Levy is the daughter of the church's founder, but not just any church. It's the Church of Satan.
Johnston is a man who believes these allegations are true and who says so in his book called The Edge of Evil. He believes these satanic crimes can directly be linked to the teachings in the Satanic Bible, which was written by the founder and high priest of the Church of Satan in America, Anton LaVey.
And with us to debate Mr. Johnson is Anton LaVey's daughter, Satanist Zena LaVey. And she says that these Satan crimes have nothing to do with the Church of Satan or with any of the killings or the molestations that have been taking place, that they're not committed by real Satanists. And both of you, welcome to the show.
Yes.
Obviously, we're at kind of an impasse of ideas here. In reading this and reading the intro a minute ago, why the 13th century for, quote, Satanism to start? Why was that century significant?
To tell you the truth, I really don't feel that the century it begins has any relevance in why we're here today.
Number 1. The Simpsons can predict the future? Last but not least, The Simpsons. The animated series is not only famous for the entertainment it brings, but also a way to predict the future. Many believe that the maker of The Simpsons time traveled prior to the creation of the series, hence the scarily accurate predictions.
Specifically FaceTime, or video conferencing, which was predicted back in '95. Lisa visits a fortune teller at a fair and we're transported 15 years into the future. She's talking to Marge using her phone's video chat feature called a picture phone, which was ahead of its time but finally became a reality in 2010. And now we all use it, even our grandparents.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I guarantee your father will behave.
Mom, it's a picture phone.
This? Oh, no, I just got a touch of the rheumatiz.
Oh. Mom, picture phone.
You just reached the end of the episode. How about you? Which among the conspiracies made you exclaim, "What? For real?" Comment down below, because we'd surely love to know. If you are entertained, please share this video to friends and families for a good laugh. Don't forget to leave us a like and do subscribe.